Get ready to take this deep dive down the rabbit hole. But before we begin, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and tap that bell so we can stay connected. As always, sharing is caring, so if you find this video entertaining, please share. Now let's roll that intro.
To the side of my mountain, until you reach my peak, baby, and reach right to the bottom of my mountain. I want the playing.
I hate you. It already hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you, bro. You're the worst teacher ever. You can get me taken out of here because I want to apologize. Because I want to apologize. You started yelling at me. You tried to embarrass me about my paper. You're a terrible teacher.
Is somebody recording this? Oh, everybody is. You're recording everybody. Because that's ridiculous. Yes, that really is. Letting this shit happen. She sit here and say she loves black people and stuff, but you let this happen to her? Come on now. Come on now. You yelled at her first, but you don't hear how she doesn't make any sense.
You hear everybody's nonsense. I have literally graduated my GPA. I graduated by 8 points. I'm not no dumb bitch. I'm not stupid, Odyssey.
I'm so mad.
I am valedictorian, bitch. What the hell?
Yeah, you were yelling at her. You were yelling at her. That's ridiculous. That's BS. I'm saying. I'm like.
Trying to say I'm sorry.
That's.
You're worse teacher.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Rosey, and you're tuned in to It's All Rosey. Today we're going to be talking about a Winston-Salem State University student that was allegedly arrested for not apologizing to her professor for disagreeing with her. Yes. I didn't know disagreeing with your professor was a crime or an illegal act, but apparently, in this case, it seems to be, allegedly. So let's review everything. There's more video to come. And also, Layla Marie is going to give her recount of the situation and a backstory as to how this all started and what exactly happened. So let's hop right into it.
I want everybody to hear this. It was apologizing you will stay, or if not, we're taking you out of handcuffs. And now, but listen, at the time, they did not say anything about charges, they did not say anything about arrest. Now that I'm in here, they're saying I have not only one, but 2 charges and I'm going to county jail. So is either apologize or go to jail. Because if I would have known that, I would have apologized right there. I would have apologized right there, sir, if I had known I was going to be arrested for not apologizing.
So, regardless.
I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you, bro. You're the worst teacher ever. You can get me taken out of here because I want to apologize. Because I want to apologize. You started yelling at me. You tried to embarrass me about my paper. You're a terrible teacher. You better not jump up. I have handcuffs and I never had.
Winston-Salem State University released a statement. We are aware of the video circulating on social media involving a student in a classroom. The incident is under investigation. Our highest priority is the safety of our students, faculty, and staff. Currently, there is no immediate threat to campus. They later issued another statement, a letter from Chancellor Robinson addressed to the Rams. Dear Rams, as many of you know, there was an incident this morning involving a student and a faculty member that has escalated on social media. We now have more information regarding the event and want to share some key information with our campus community. Regarding the incident, the university has a process we must follow when there is a reported disturbance anywhere on campus. We received a report that there was a significant commotion in Carolina Hall this morning, and as such, a WSSU employee nearby called for the assistance of law enforcement after they tried to de-escalate the situation. In accordance with law enforcement procedures, our officers' first priority is to assess the situation and provide every opportunity for a positive resolution. As situations escalate, their responsibility is to ensure the safety of the students, faculty, and staff members that are present. We understand that the weaponization of police is a prevalent problem in our community. However, that is not what happened in this incident. We strive for a safe, inclusive, thriving, and intellectual community where all our faculty, staff, and students feel respected and supported. To that end, we will take swift and appropriate measures against any situation that contradicts those ideals. We know this situation has caused a great deal of trauma to those involved in our campus community at large, but please know that every available resource is being extended to bring a resolution. We have coordinated several university departments in response to today's incident, including the Office of the Chancellor, the Dean of Students, the Dean of the College of Arts, Sciences, Business and Education, and Police and Public Safety. Our staff is working diligently to ensure all resources are available, all processes are followed, and all grievances are addressed. While we would like to share all the details we have, under the privacy laws, FERPA personal records, and to protect the process integrity, all information cannot be shared publicly. We know you want immediate answers. However, the speed of our processes does not match the speed of social media. Ultimately, we are committed to ensuring due diligence and fairness. We do ask for your patience as we must take the necessary time to ensure the safety of everyone involved. We greatly appreciate those of you that have reached out to express your advocacy and care for the university. Please be assured that we hear you and welcome all perspectives. As with any incident on campus, personal support resources are available. Sincerely, Elwood L. Robinson, PhD. So that was the response from the university, and that's all we have from the university at this moment. Now, Layla Marie released a video on social media herself, giving her side of the situation and giving more background. So let's hop over and jump into that now.
We had a group project assigned as a final, which is probably the dumbest thing, but I'm not here to critique her on her learning. We had a group final. We had to write a paper, and we had to also make up a skit for our group to present. It was 7 of us. I did most of writing the skit just because I wanted to. It was easy and it was fun for me. Well, I thought it was easy. I did the essay as well. She got back to me late, 6 hours before we had to present, actually, saying that my essay was completely wrong and I should revise it, all this shit. And I'm just like, I'm not going back and redoing this essay. That took me 2 weeks and you told me 6 hours before. I'm not redoing it. And I think I'm pretty okay for that. Ew, my camera is dirty. I think that wasn't a bad idea of not redoing it. I didn't feel any type of way, and I still came to the final to present with my group because that was what we were supposed to do. I did not say anything when I did come into the class because, like I said, I was already frustrated at the fact that she told me my whole essay was wrong. So I come into class and didn't say anything to her. She's talking. She's assigned us to our groups, and we're going to talk about what we're doing for the project before we actually have to do it. So I'm talking to my group members, and boom, the fire alarm goes off. So we're like, yes. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. We needed this. As we're getting up, the fire alarm is off. Like, this fire alarm is going on, and we're leaving the classroom. She's like, did you see my response? Like, did you see my comment, my email? I'm like, yeah, I saw it. Like, I didn't agree. I'm not going to redo my paper because I turned it in and it was due yesterday at 12. And you told me just last night at like 12 a.m. that it's wrong and I have to come present it. So we talked about that, and she was like, well, it is wrong and you should redo it because it's going to greatly impact your grade. Once again, said I did not care about that because I'm only here to present with my group so that my group does not get a 0 on this. Getting loud, she starts yelling at me, telling me this is her class, so it doesn't matter what I think. I'm getting loud back. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I got loud back. I was raising my voice too. I'm like, Dr. V, like, you're yelling at me. I'm not going to redo it. I'm here to present with my group. Like, I'm here to get this done and get out. And she's like, you need to get out. Like, I want you to leave. And I'm like, leave? No, like, I'm here for my group project. Turn the comments off. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. You're asking me for a lot. What I do know is she told me to get out of the classroom, and I literally refused. I was like, I'm not going to leave. This is our final exam, and I didn't do anything wrong other than responding to what you said to me because I did not say anything to her.
she's telling me to get out of the class. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. She's upset at this point. She leaves and she's talking to another teacher in the hallway. At that point, I guess, is when they decided to call the police, campus police. Campus police comes, and it is a black officer at first. I'm not usually one to mention race, but I think it is a little bit necessary in this instance because I do go to a historically black college, and for this to happen to me and it be so provoked by people who are not of black descent, it hurts. So I feel like I do have to mention that. The black officer comes in. He asks me what's going on. I tell him everything. The class is telling him everything. As I'm telling my story, my professor comes back in. Yes, officer, I want her taken out. I'm like, whoa. He's like, whoa, I'm talking to her. I'm listening to her. So wait, we're talking. Another officer comes in, and he is a white officer. He comes in and he's like, okay, so your options are you're going to get out of the class or I'm going to have to take you out. I'm like, what? Like, take me out? Take me out how? So, yeah, like they said, it is important because the black officer, he's a very well-known officer on our campus. He's never given anybody any problems. He's actually pretty cool. And he was doing his best to not arrest me. He was trying to have a conversation, and, the white officer came in and was like, yeah, you're either going to get out or I'm going to have to get you out. And I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm like, Dr. V, you're going to let them arrest me? And she's like, yes, Dr. V, Dr. Villagomez, Cynthia Villagomez. Yes, say that name in here so y'all know who we're emailing about, because I'm sending emails, my class is sending emails, friends are sending emails. If you want to send emails, send an email. If not, that's okay too. I'm not pressuring you. So the white officer comes in, he says that, I said that to Dr. V, and she's like, wait, hold on. She's trying to fix herself. She's like, okay, either apologize or you need to leave. I said, apologize. Now, the old me, I'm sure I would have apologized, but at that moment, I knew that I was not the one in the wrong. I didn't start the situation. I didn't escalate the situation. I knew I was not wrong. So I'm just like, okay, apologize for what? Apologize because you yelled at me and you dropped the F-bomb. Yes, I did drop the F-bomb and told you I'm not fucking stupid. That's what I told you. So I'm sorry the F-bomb hurt your feelings. So sorry, baby. We're grown. If that was worth an arrest, let me know. Let me know. According to my mom, it wasn't. But continuing, I said, Dr. V, are you going to apologize to me? I came in, I sat with my group. I didn't say anything to you. You decided to start yelling at me as soon as the fire alarm went off about my essay. So she was like, no, I'm not going to apologize. I'm like, what? So then I'm like, wait, well, tell me what I'm apologizing for. Tell me what I'm apologizing for. At that moment, I'm talking to the black officer. I'm talking to my professor. The white officer is like, yeah, go ahead and take her. You have to go get her. To the black officer. So the black officer is like, okay, turn around. I'm about to put these handcuffs on you. I said, because first off, I'm sorry. As far as I know, to be taken out with handcuffs, I have to be literally, in this instance, I have to be literally harming somebody. There's no reason. It could have been as simple as, okay, police coming to me, we're gonna take you out the class. What am I gonna do? Beat the police up? It should have been easy as that. Instead, he's coming over with handcuffs. I'm gonna put these handcuffs on you. Turn around. I say, am I being arrested? Now, this is where most of the recordings start, when the police are starting to, decide if they're going to arrest me or not. I say, am I being arrested? He says, yes. Okay, so you did not tell me I was being arrested, but you're putting me in handcuffs, and once I ask, you say yes. I say, what am I being arrested for? He says, for RDO. I don't know what RDO is. I'm not that in tune with the law. I don't care that much. So he says RDO. I keep that in the back of my mind. I'm like, okay, cool. That's when you guys see the white officer come in too, and he's putting his body weight. It does not take 2 police officers for me. I don't know if you can tell. Babes, I'm little. I'm 120 pounds. I'm 5'2", 5'3" on a good day. It does not take. Okay, resisting. RDO is resisting. It was nothing to resist at that point. When he told me he was arresting me and I said, for what? And he says, RDO, resisting would be me resisting. Bitch, I just said no. Anyways, so he's trying to handcuff me. He's putting the handcuffs on, and the white officer comes over. He's pushing, he's shoving. I'm sitting here crying and screaming. You're very big, sir. Like, your whole body is on my... This shit hurts, y'all. Don't get arrested because it hurts.
So he puts the handcuffs on me. He's like, double cuff her. I'm like, double cuff? I'm like, this is good. Like, this hurts. And he's like, no, double lock it. So double locks. They're taking me out. This shit is hurting me so bad. As I'm leaving the room with the officers, my classmates are just going off on my teacher. They were going off on her the whole time. They're going off on my teacher, saying, you're going to let her be taken out like this. Like, you're going to let this happen to her. She's the only one that talks, only one that participates, only one that, defends you. Boom. Because that's the student that I am. I'm always the one. If you're my close friends, I always say build relationships with these people because you're going to need it. I guess that's a relationship I should not have had. But, yeah, if they're going to see. I just want y'all to know the platforms that I have been given is a blessing. They're going to see. I'm going to make my account public. I'm going to post this. I want people to see. It will be on my TikTok, and I'm even thinking about putting it on my YouTube. All of my social medias are the same. So it's going to get out, y'all. I promise. Continuing, once the police officers took me out of the classroom, they had me in the little hallway. The white officer was just ready to take me to the car. I'm like, wait, pause, because he's pushing me down the stairs at this point. I'm like, pause. I was like, you're giving me anxiety. I need to sit here and take a minute. He's like, I'm gonna give you a minute to take some deep breaths. I said, no, I want you to hear me out because you came in, you didn't hear anything I said. You just was like, arrest her. So we're gonna talk about it. I'm trying to talk. He's just saying what he has to say. There's other classmates around me, which you see in the video of me saying my Miranda rights were not read to me. I was not being told what I was being arrested for until I asked. I was not told I was being arrested. And once I asked, I was told I was being taken out for RDO. But initially, I was being taken out in handcuffs because I refused to apologize to my teacher. Period. That's the story. That's what it is. It's no more to it. Oh, because this and the third RDO. The RDO did not know. None of that shit happened until I said that I was not apologizing to my professor. Period. That's that. I tried to talk to the white officer. He was not hearing me out. I'm telling my friends, call my mom. I need my mom to hear this because this strict mood. Come on now. Come on.
So there you have it. That was Layla Marie's take on the whole situation. Also, social media has definitely been speaking out about this, so I can see maybe another statement coming soon from the university. I know they stated that they don't work as fast as social media, but I can see some traction happening in this situation. So I hope that they get it all figured out. I will be closely following this case and stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Peace.